Alright. Okay. Hey, Omar. Hold on, Omar. Just wanna take my... Omar, I recorded... Nah, I'm taking a break from that. It gets a little boring after a while. It's fun, but it gets repetitive. I recorded 2 more reactions, but I didn't upload them yet. I have to edit them. I don't know if I'm gonna like them or not. Kind of like I don't even want to do it, man. I'm so lazy. When does school start for you, Omar? I got my combos. You ever see I got the family bag there? I could eat this whole family bag in one sitting. I do it on my computer, man. I got editing software. I don't fuck around with that mobile shit. It's crap. I mean, some of it's not that bad, the mobile stuff, but I just like the computer stuff better. I could use the mobile stuff too. It's not that hard. That's actually probably easier to use the mobile shit, but you could be so more precise with the computer. You know, you could fade things in and out a little easier. I feel like it's got a lot more effects you can use. You know what I mean, Omar? You know what I mean, Omar? Omar, I can't believe I'm 85 hours into permadeath without dying. Isn't it gonna suck if I die, Omar? Isn't it gonna suck if I die? Honestly, Omar, though, this game is kind of hard to die if you know how to play it. Like, it's not like the Nether in hardcore mode in Minecraft, where like, you know, a gas is gonna hit you and you're gonna fall like 100 feet to your fucking death. You get jetpacks in this game. You can upgrade your ships. It's not like you need enchantment tables and all stupid shit to fucking upgrade. No, it's not that bad. Hardcore mode in Minecraft is no joke, man. I miss Minecraft though. I really enjoyed the hard. I enjoyed it, but I felt like I died too often though. So Omar, now that in this system, everything is catching. Look, we got Sand Ring, Omaris 3, Hamtopia, which is a moon of Rixcon 2, Dermodetinus, which is Steven's, and Driftblim DTR's home. So I'm very happy that everything is catching. So this, and what's cool, I love the fact that this star system is like black, dark blue, because it actually looks like a real space for a change. You know why I named your planet Omaris 3? I think it's the third Omar planet I named. Like, you know, Uranus, Omaris. This is my new base, Omar. It's like on a cliff here. put red lights on this. I got my astronaut statue. Are you there, Omar? Omaris. I just called it Drift Blim's home. That's it. Drift Blim DTR's home. That's all. That's the name of the planet. I'm happy that they're catching now, though. You know, the problem was like going on for almost 2 weeks. Everything seems to be back to normal. But see, Hamtopia, this is the planet I named, well, it's a moon I named for Eagle. Because Eagle likes hamsters, so this is named after Eagle. I didn't even think this thing would be on the planet. It's like a weird chicken hamster. That's not the planet I'm on yet. That's the moon. Oh, I don't want that. What color did I make these batteries? Okay, I remember. I remember. So there's no electromagnetic hotspot near me again. That's the problem if you want to pick spots. Unfortunately. What? That's okay. Oh my god, I almost fell off the fucking... I'm not gonna die though, I have a nice jetpack, so I wouldn't be able to save myself. Don't you worry, Omar. Have you been playing Ark, Omar? Damn, Omar, you love that game. What does your brother think of it? Does he like it or does he make fun of it? Omar, you like my solar panels? Yes or no question, Omar, you like my solar panels? God. Let me back up a little bit or something. We'll go on this side. I don't know about that, Omar. I heard mixed reviews. Steven didn't like it too much. He said it was, I don't know, he wasn't too happy about it. What? Are you just saying that because there's a giga in it, Omar? Are you just saying that because there's a giga? What? Okay. Alright, cool. Well, this is not going to be filled, but... I don't know. He said it was. He said he liked the second one better. I don't know. He didn't really explain it. I mean, I can ask him. Oh shit! There was that long claw thing, the Derazina. Omar, you think the movie got ideas from Ark? Oh, if it has the Derazina or whatever, and a Giga, that's like right out of Ark, man. You think you got its stuff out of Ark? I probably would like it though, just for that reason. Did the Giga look like the Giga from Ark? Like, was it white and everything? Alright, sounds cool. To be honest, that's all you really want from a Jurassic World movie. I mean, you're not gonna get it, you know. It'll never be as good as... nothing's ever gonna be as good as the first one. The first one's like a scary movie. There's got to be a way to tilt this down. Oh my. Weird. Oh. No. No. Weird. Like, I don't want to build this straight, though. It looks stupid. Oh, I see. Look. Oh, really? Really? Oh, that's wonderfully down. Alright, whatever. Deinonychus? They had them, yeah, Deinonychuses, like actual, call them Deinonychuses and not just raptors, because they always tend to seem to mess that up. I want to watch it now, Omar, just for the dinosaurs. Yeah, I don't really care about the story. I just want to watch it for the visuals. Hello, John Doe. John Doe. Access ramp, really. Look at that. They can't bend even more. Why? I don't know. Whatever. Jesus. Well, this planet, it's not in the red, so. I'm 84 minutes in hardcore right now, so I'm pretty shielded up. Let me see, I got S shields everywhere. S shields. My hazard shields I'm not too worried about, because I carry, usually 100 of these ion batteries and gels and shit, so I'm pretty good. 232 million, not bad for and again, I don't dupe or hack or do any of that shit. I don't even care about that stuff. I'm playing this by myself, so I don't really give a fuck. Okay, so, yeah. What do I need? Ferrite? Pure ferrite? What do we need again? It's just regular ferrite. You need pure ferrite, okay. Alright, time to shoot rocks. Omar, where can I see this movie? Do I have to go to a theater, or can I actually see it, like, on a streaming? I wouldn't mind watching it, like, as soon as I can. I kind of like dinosaurs, you know that. It's only in theaters? Here comes the advice. What is that? So you can shoot the ground, you should fly in fast, and I'm gonna do it that way. I don't. Dude, what does it matter? I don't even care. Or I could go to a space station and buy 5,000 of it, like, for nothing. So it doesn't matter. I'm not afraid of costs in this game. This is my chill game. I really don't care. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm not like, oh, see, look, let me explain how I play this. I don't play this for maximum efficiency. If I was playing this for maximum efficiency, I'd be playing either creative mode or normal mode and have stacks of fucking thousands of minerals. You can, he's saying you can fly around like low atmosphere and just shoot things with your photon cannon and you'll collect minerals, but it's like, I don't see how I play this game. I really don't like care to find shortcuts for things that are already like not really that time consuming for me to begin with. It's hard to explain. Like, yeah, like I get it. Like, if you want to find shortcuts to make money or whatever, besides like but like, yeah, like I don't care, man. To be honest, that much. I kind of like just killing on the planet. This is how I'm taking this, in a way. So, oops. Oh yeah, we have carbon now, good. Well, let's take a look at our solar farm here. Alright, cool. So, again, like, will I fill this up? Yes, I'm going to fill every platform up with a battery or a panel. And you can say, well, John Doe, you can say, well, crazy man. Oh, sorry, that's my channel. You can say, well, Drift Blim, you don't need to do that. I mean, what are you powering? One little freaking house? And I'm like, yeah, well, why do I want to do it? Aesthetics, that's it. There's no absolute reason other than that. I know I don't need that much power. Obviously, look what I'm powering. But I want it for aesthetics. That's because honestly, there's nothing else to do in this game right now. So it's like, I mean, other than expeditions or something, I really don't care about that. Oh. Insects, yeah. Interesting. What are they, like really big or something? I'm just trying to, well, that's a battery. So I can put my battery. Yeah, so I'm not trying to make this stream grow or anything. This is just a chill stream. A couple of my buddies come in, that's about it. So that's why I don't care about efficiency and stuff. Now, like, if I was actually trying to make this video game channel something, would I care about stuff like that? Maybe. But, it's just a chill stream, that's all it is. Even Omar could tell you, I've never, like, with any, my other channel has a lot more subscribers, I never was one to care about, my video game playing too much. I always kind of just chill. Are the bugs in Ark, Omar? I'm starting to think whoever did this movie definitely played Ark or something. Everything. It seems like everything in the movie is Ark related. It's interesting. Omar, do you think I pissed off John Doe? Because I said I don't play like that. I don't know anymore. Maybe I come off too much a certain way. I don't know. Okay. Come on, show up. Here you go. Cool. Ah, cool. Yeah, this is what I want, man. Just something simple. This is it. Simple little solar farm. Batteries and panels, that's it. And eventually I won't have to worry if I do decide to make this a bigger base. Which I don't know if I will or not. Because a lot of times I make these bases and I don't even continue building them. I just make them a little bit and I fly somewhere else. Yep, I agree. That's 100% true. See, Omar, what he said, though? It's like you almost have to, like, set your own... He's right, though. You have to... In this game, you don't have, like, really much agendas. Like, there is a story mode, but it's kind of like, honestly, it's like a fetch quest. But, and I've beaten it with Jesus Christ, that story mode on survival. I've beaten it many times. So, at the end of the day, this game is a game that you basically set your own agendas. Like, you literally decide. So I'm going to explain. Okay. Let me just charge my suit up and show this guy what I'm doing. So, yeah, some of my shit's still crap. It's permanent. But what I'm doing basically is... Oops. Alright, what I'm doing basically is... Alright, this particular system is literally named after a few people that come into my streams. So it's my buddy Dermo, my real life buddy Rix, Omar, the Dirt Planet, that's named it Omar. Sandring, I just named it this piece, whatever, I didn't have a... And then this planet is just called Driftblim DTR's home. So this planet is just a shout out to the YouTube, right? Or the people that used to come to the other stream. I have a couple of people that on the other stream that don't even have this new stream yet, which I have to put in the channel, in my Discord channel. But anyway, so that's all it is. So I'm just basically, you know, and that's it. That's the fun that I'm creating here. Like you said, you got to make your own fun. That's what I'm doing. Playing Permadeath on, you know, a very low subscriber YouTube channel, and I'm just making my own fun by naming planets after people and stuff. Oh. They listen to Cardinals and Earls and Dillos, Bunches, Breakers. Nice. Yeah, I kind of tell people that too, though. It's funny that you said that you got to make your own fun in this game, because I always tell people that. Like, cause so many people ask me. There's so many people ask me. They say like, "Well, what do you do in this game now?" No, but like I'm used to that question. Believe me. I mean, I've heard that question a million times. Like, what's the point of this game? Like, what is the point of No Man's Sky? And that's like kind of like the whole idea. It's like Minecraft. You make your own point. Like, you know, who plays Minecraft to kill the Ender Dragon? Like, really? Nobody does that. Like, I'm sure a couple of people do, but like honestly, that's not the main idea of Minecraft. Like, you know what I mean? You're not playing Minecraft to just kill an Ender Dragon. You're probably just gonna jump around and build shit. And it's kind of like what you do in this game. Like, obviously you upgrade your exosuits, and like, you know, and that's it. You just build shit. Like, there's no real, like, the combat in this game is a joke, especially space combat. Ground combat could be a little trickier, but I feel like even that's a joke once you get scatter blasters and shit upgraded. But like, as for the space combat, forget about it. In a C-class ship, I could destroy everything. It's not even hard at all. I mean, like, I played Elite Dangerous and shit like that, which is like that space combat's no joke. But I still don't see a need for wingmen and stuff like that. I don't understand why they added that, but the pirate systems are kind of cool. I like the way they look. I like the whole, like, you know, they look like a zombie, like, outcast camp or something. Like something from, like, Days Gone or something. So I think the pirate systems are cool, and I like the fact, that's how I got all this money, by the way. See, I got 232 million. Honestly, dude, like, maybe, oh, I love Days Gone. It's one of my favorite. I'm going to say this was a few hours of just blowing up freighters in the pirate system. like, I feel like it's so easy to make money now. Like, you can just literally, all you gotta do is fly around in the pirate system and just blow up fucking the, what do you call it there? The banned weapons and all that contraband stuff, and it just sells for so much. So it's like, I got most of my money just from doing that, like, relatively quickly. So no more, like, crazy Indian farms and all that crap. You could just make money just blowing up freighters, like, you know, cargoes and shit. It's so free. Oh, look, I love this, too. I love the add-on here. You can see, freighters fly through the sky now. It's so cool. That's definitely a plus. They finally did that after 5 years or whatever. But that is cool though. I like that. You can see freighters now. Yeah, I hear you. This is a game that's like, this is a sci-fi Minecraft game. This is what I always tell people. That's what I put in my description. And this is my 47th game on hardcore. And I had another channel, Crazy Man, which I'm using for reaction videos now. It has like 14,000 subscribers or something. But the point is with a game like this, you have to almost like role play a bit. You know what I'm trying to say? You gotta like kind of use your imagination. I hate to say it because it's like, it's not one of those games that's like, you said it best. You gotta make your own fun. It's not agenda driven like Spider-Man or something. You know what I mean? Or Ghost of Tsushima or even Elden Ring or something. Like where you have to do something. This is a game where it's just like kind of like, you know, you decide what you want to do, right? And that's what this whole game is about. So it's literally Minecraft. I mean, it's very similar to Minecraft. So I was like, if somebody doesn't see the point in No Man's Sky, they're not going to get the point of Minecraft or anything. Yeah, pretty much. But that's, you know, look, I love, you know, there's so many cool things in this game because, like, I was to so many planets that yeah, here's a little thing I'll show you. Funny thing. But, see, this is a moon, Hamtopia, right? Now, why did I call it Hamtopia? Well, there's a guy that comes in my stream called Eagle, and he, for the last 4 years in my streams, has been always talking about hamsters all the time. Hamsters. So he's in my Discord, and I always say they look like little rats, I hate them and shit. But, so he's like, oh, but could you name a planet after me? And have it to do something with hamsters. So I said, okay, well, here's the thing. I wasn't going to name this Hamtopia, but then if you go to the fauna section, I found this little boy right here. And I said, huh, he looks like a chicken hamster, right? So I named him Eagle, the guy that comes in my stream. And I named the moon Hamtopia, so that's basically for him. So, see, just by setting that goal up for myself makes me feel good. Because I just kind of like completed a mission in my own brain, I guess you could say, right? Now, I didn't expect to see that stupid hamster chicken thing. That's, you know how it is. You could go to 50 planets before you see something like that. But it just so happened it was here. So I was like, oh, okay. That's perfect. So there you go. That's an example of doing something, you know, in this game that is kind of your own thing, right? It's like your own, you know, artistic whatever, like your own signature on it. Okay. And there's also a reason why, like, I play Permadeath is because it gives me a little bit more of... I don't think it's easy to die in this game if you get proper shieldings and stuff. I feel like dying in this game is kind of hard, unless you really look for trouble. Made this game pirate system being like a free-for-all and systems at war without... Yes, I think they need to do more with the factions in this game. I've always said that. The factions are not done well. It's just increase ranking or decrease ranking. You can get the ranking to 0 and then you just kill enemy pirates, you get it right back. The faction system in this game is weak as hell. And hopefully in another update or so, you know, they'll actually they'll do something with the faction system, you know, because that's one of the weakest parts of the game, I feel, in my opinion. Welcome back, Omar. So I 100% agree with that. The faction system's not good, if that's what you were meaning. I can show you some of my survival game. I haven't touched it in a long time. Should I show Omar? I'm going to show him my survival game real quick. I haven't touched it in a very long time, so keep that in mind. So it's not like with the up-to-date stuff, but I was pretty strong in it. Like I had S-class everything almost, and this was before like scrapping ships was a thing. So let's see what we got in survival. I'll just... Did I save it? Okay, yeah. Remember, I had multiple survival. Dude, I played this game since freaking launch. So just to show you, I had multiple survival games and stuff like that. Like I've had normal, dude. Like I got rid of a lot of those saves because some of those saves even got corrupted. I had a save with 1,500 hours on it that got corrupted. No discoveries were documenting anymore. It would always, but it was a problem from 2018. It got fixed though, but I got so angry. I deleted the save because I was playing with people, and I was like, ugh, so mad at that. But everything's good now. But I'm on okay. I'm in the Ascentium system galaxy in this game, like with this survival game, because I wanted Paradise Planets. So I beat the story, and I went to the Ascentium galaxy. So let's take a look at this. Silver Bullet is a very sleek S-class fighter ship. Look at this baby. Tell me, John Doe, you're gonna find a much nicer looking ship than this? Fighter, TIE fighter-like wings, nice rotating engine thruster, and S-class. And I didn't have to upgrade this S-class. Like, this literally came like this. I hunted it, though. I searched for it for quite a while. But I have that. As for freighter, we got an S-class Sentinel freighter. So, I mean, look, I know how to play the game. You know, this isn't a game I don't know how to play. I'm just, you know, my S-class gun. So I don't want you to think, John Doe, like I'm a newbie here and I don't know how to play No Man's Sky. Like, I know the ins and outs of this fucking game. But again, it's not really the point. When I'm playing on Permadeath, I'm not looking for to be good at it at this game. Like, I'm just chilling. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's not a thing really for me. I don't even want to play this save, to be honest. I was just showing him a little bit. That's all I was doing. It's been a while though. Let me fly around with it. It's nothing special though. It's better than the other ship. It's cooler too. It looks way cool. Look at it. It looks fucking awesome, this ship. This is an awesome ship. Yeah. Yeah, I just try to, like you said, I just, you know, it's an awesome ship. Are you kidding me? This is one of the coolest looking ships. That's why I hunted this ship down, like, on the fucking forums and shit. When I saw this ship, I said, oh my god, that's an awesome looking ship. And then I waited. This was before scrap, dude. Before you can scrap ships and all that crap and upgrade your ships. This was before that. I had to wait, like, 4 hours for this ship to land in S-class. Do you remember those days, John Doe, when you had to wait for a fucking ship like this to land in S-class because you kept getting B's and A's and C's? I had to wait for a very long time for this ship to land. So, yep. I have a few of these cool ships, actually, in my freighter. Let me go in my freighter and see what else I got. You might be able to, unless they, I'm gonna say unless they change something. Sometimes they change the planets and shit. If they change the biome of the planet or something, maybe the ship won't land there no more. I don't know. This is going back like 3 years ago. Oh shit, really? Oh, they're so fucking anal, these people, dude. What, they don't want nobody else to have a certain type of ship? They're fucking anal, man. Who cares, really? This is why I don't like playing with people, dude. Because not only do people like dupe and fucking hack and ruin the game, in a game that's already easy as fuck to make money, but then you have anal people that don't want you to have the same ship. And like, this is why I look at it this way. Like, honestly, No Man's Sky is a single player game. Unless you play with like-minded people that are like your friends or something. Because honestly, the people could really ruin this game very easily. Like, you go to the Nexus, and you have morons just sitting down at the mission giver and just literally dropping items on people. That's not helping anybody. Not when you don't earn the items yourself. When you're duping and hacking and keying in items on the computer and just dumping shit on people, what you're doing is killing the longevity of the game. They're gonna get rich as fuck, and they're gonna wind up playing another game. That's how usually things work. If you don't earn anything. And not only that, it will prevent them from learning the mechanics of the game. Yeah, so almost, so it's basically like, yeah, so every ship that's procedurally generated has like a specific location of coordinates. Okay? And you can find out your coordinates by going into photo mode or something like that, and they'll give you a little key where you are, but... So, this is my... So I have a lot of storage ships. This is my bull hauler. And the reason why I like this one is because it's got a force field around the testicles here. Then we got the tilted... Yep. We got the tilted fan here. I'm doing that myself. Actually, tilted fan hauler, which used to look way better. I feel it's too big, and I feel like the haulers are fucked up now when you go through space stations because they clip through the walls and shit. So yeah, I don't really use them much for that reason. Plus, now that you can upgrade slots on your ship, I feel there's no point. Nah, I don't even want to play this save on my... So this is my Lavender 18. Is that 18 slots when I got it? Now you can upgrade this to 20, but this was again before scrapping. I was very happy with my little squid ship here. And why does this ship is cool? Is because it's lavender. You don't get too many squid ships in purple/lavender. It's kind of rare. But I'm sure people abuse locations and stuff with that too. But that's fine. Who cares? Did I have any other ships? I might have got rid of a bunch of ships. I probably scrapped a bunch of ships too because, yeah, I didn't want them. I had a bunch of ships. I had this whole thing filled at one point. This ship I was looking for... This was kind of similar to the ship that was that promotional ship, but it's a little different though. But I thought like, hey, it looks kind of like it, but I think the back part is kind of different. I think it's killing against people who are actually selling ships, pets, and resources. That's stupid. Anybody that does that, dude. This game, of all games, this game? They're gonna try to fucking make money off of this game? Everything's free in this game. No, that's dumb, man. Nothing is hard to get in this game. Like, honestly, once you get the knack of this game, you can get money like nothing. So why would they do that? I mean, unless, I don't know, I guess that's what is hard to get, maybe, locations. Alright, so, let me just save it and get out of here. Ah, I see. So they would make a base and like kind of wall it off, and then sell it, and then basically like, okay, if you want this ship, you have to give us money and we'll unwall it. Actually makes some sense, actually. Let me ask you, can't you dig under the walls though, like with the terrain manipulator, or you can't do that? And like kind of go up, or do they must do it in a certain way where they floor everything and we can't do that? I'm just trying to think, like there has to be a way you could clip through the walls or something. I mean, with all the bugs in this fucking game, I can't see that being 100% of a failsafe, but who the hell knows? But what if you didn't play online, John Doe? What if you didn't play online? You go to that location. Okay, what about this though? What if you don't play online? You uninstall the game if you have to. Reinstall it. You go to that portal glyph location. You go to the coordinates where that is. You drop a save point right where that guy's base is, or right where that ship would be. I don't know what I'm talking about, actually. I don't even know. Do you have to play this game online, though? Because if you don't play it online, wouldn't you be able to technically go there? Well, I would think of that. I know the ins and outs of this freaking game. So, I mean, like, I would do that shit. But, like, if I really wanted it. But, again, it seems like a pain in the ass just for a freaking ship. That's kind of a jerky thing to do, though, honestly. I don't like that. I don't like when people do things like that. It's kind of jerky. That's lame. That's why, again, dude, take it from me. I'm an older guy. I'm 37. I don't know how old you are, but I would not play this game with people. Again, I'm playing this on Permadeath, but here's the thing. I turn off the PvP. So you go to network, allow PvP with no one. Why? Because it's not Permadeath versus Permadeath. I could have, Permadeath shares the same servers as survival. So if I'm fighting somebody in survival mode, I could kill them, but they kill me, I'm done? Nah. This game has a lot of, like, again, you can't, I still feel this game is a single player game for the most part. I'll never fully agree with this game being multiplayer unless again, if you're playing with like-minded people. I almost feel like this game should have its own server system that you can set up with your own friends with rules and stuff like that. I really feel that this game should be more like Age of Conan, Rust, or Ark in that sense, and not share a public server. I really feel that. I think that would make this game better if it had that ability. Because I just don't, personally, I don't feel having one big server that throws everybody together, or a couple of servers like creative, survival, and normal, like 3 servers, let's just say. I don't feel that's a smart idea, because you're going to get such crap, like people duping and hacking, and this whole crossplay thing was a bad idea too, because everybody on the computer is literally hacking everybody. So why do I want to crossplay with multiplayer with people? Crossplay is always a bad idea when you bring the PC involved, unless it's like Diablo or some fucking game that has a serious server-side, checklist of what flies and what doesn't. But in my opinion, the duping and all that crap in this game hurt this game from ever having a real economy. Yeah, you're probably better off. Because at least you can travel. You just get all your, your hyperdrives and shit. But, yeah, but this game doesn't have that type of PvP, man. People could just turn off, literally. Somebody could be toxic and then turn off the PvP. How are you going to kill them? And then there are... Dude, I went in the Nexus the other day, and there was a guy. Okay, thank God I had the PvP off. But there was a guy in the Nexus that was bombing people with some sort of hack, and it reminded me something out of Red Dead Redemption 2. If you ever played Red Dead Online, there was explosions underneath my feet in the Nexus, and people were dying. And I'm saying, okay, somebody's using a menu hack in PC. That's what happens when you crossplay. When you add PC as a crossplay platform, you are going to get hackers all over the place. Thank God I had the PvP off. Now, here's the thing. I didn't even feel safe with the PvP turned off. So I got out of there quick, because I don't know if they got some sort of fucking hack that can turn your PvP on. Yeah, well, whatever it is, glitch, hack, I don't know what the frick it is, but I'm on permadeath. I don't want to lose 80. I don't want to lose 80 hours because of some crap like that. And I know I don't back up my saves like other people who play permadeath, which I think is what's the point of playing permadeath if you're gonna back your saves up. But anyway, I don't back up the permadeath save. If I die, I re-roll. That's what I do. That's how I'm testing myself. If I die, I re-roll. Like I don't need to back up, or I'll play another game. So far, I've been doing pretty good. Okay, game's clipping slightly, but that's not bad. Take a look here. As long as it doesn't come out of the wall, it's fine. Yeah, I mean, dude. But you don't see the problem with that? Like at that point, like why do they even play? Like, I'm not gonna get involved in that shit, dude. I've been through the mill, dude. I've been through the mill of toxic games, and I believe it. That's why I don't play with anybody. Hey. The time comes and I get killed by a PC player with some hack menu, mod menu, I am going to go play another game. That's it, buddy. That's it. I play a different game then. Go back to, I start another Days Gone, Ghost of Tsushima, whatever it is. Like I said, I literally just chill in this game. It's a chill game for me. That's all it is. That's why I don't play with people. Just because of what you just said right there. I don't play with people because of that reason right there. This game is not... I don't think should be multiplayer or should have stricter It's just, again, if you're not playing with like-minded people, there's no need to make this multiplayer. The game is so big that if you run off somewhere, nobody's going to find you anyway, as long as you don't friend everybody. I don't friend anybody, so I never have the problem where I'm running into people. Literally, I don't friend anybody, I don't run into people. I mean, if it came to a point where I got my system invaded by 30 people because they just somehow... on one of my streams, I get popular on this particular stream, which isn't, I don't think it's going to happen, but, and everybody started coming in this particular system and raiding me and using hacks and blah, blah, blah. If I actually got that much attention, I would actually laugh and think it's funny. I would try to go to another system, or I just won't play this game anymore. And they'll get bored and they'll attack somebody else. Like, I'm not, to me, this is not that type of game. This is not Ark. This is not Rust. This is not a game where you invade people like that. And now if people are going to turn it into that, they're fucking douchebags, and they should be playing a different game, but they probably can't afford it because their mommies won't buy it for them or something. Because they're little kids and shit. That's all it is. But personally, like, to me, it's not that big of a deal, man. Like, honestly, like, that's why I don't really, that doesn't bother me too much. Because unless, like I said, unless they're invading me to a point where it's like, Jesus Christ, like, I'm really getting hit hard. But at that point, it's like, wouldn't you just rather, like, wouldn't you just, like, you're gonna ruin somebody's No Man's Sky experience? You might as well just, like, fucking swat them then or something. Send the police to their house. Do something like that. Take it to real life. You really wanna freaking, grief them on that high of a level? That's not, it's No Man's Sky, bro. It's not that big of a deal. It's No Man's Sky. It's like, this isn't fucking an MMO here. This isn't World of Warcraft or Elder Scrolls Online, where you're taking, thousands of hours of real life money and stuff that could be put into. This is a game that you spend maybe $30 on when it was on sale, and you're just building and stuff like that. If people have to be toxic in a game like this. Oh, I got burned out from Elden Ring, dude. Now you want to talk about toxicity? That's toxic. That PvP is horrendous. Dude, there are people using God mode glitches in Elden Ring. Okay, you can't. I was doing so good in PvP, and Omar could tell you, I was killing so many people. I was doing so good for days, man, for months, a month straight of PvP, where I had 2 different builds. I had a frenzy spear build, and I had a freaking a colossal sword, with the rune blades maxed out. Right, they were level 10. I was having so much fun, man. I was killing everybody. I would switch to the beast jaw. I'd fucking kill them once I hit them with that blast, or I would use the frenzy spear build. And I would use the moon was the veil, the moon veil katana, and all that shit. Not the that other stupid weapon, not the rivers of blood, because everybody was using it. I had many duels, man. I had that. Is Omar, you still around? Tell this kid how many duels I had, man. I was dueling people, like, over and over. I had 9-hour streams with just straight-up duels, some of them, or 7 to 6 hour streams. But what really pissed me off was God mode glitches. Once people figured that out, by using the Holy Ground thing, and then friggin' snapping themselves into a God mode, where they didn't lose any health, everybody started doing it then. People are literally invading your world with God mode on. Once that happened, that was it. That's all it. Look, dude, I don't have time to waste like that. I'm getting old. I'm becoming middle-aged. I'm not wasting my time getting people with God mode on me, dude. I hope they did. I mean, I know they had the new update recently. I heard a lot of people saying that it didn't really do much, but I don't know. I hope they did fix that. I would hope they did. But, again, John Doe, it took 5 months for them to fix that? Literally, 5 months, 4.5 months to get this new update. Yeah, that's unacceptable to me. I beat the game and everything, so I'm done with that game. That's it. Well, to Drift Blim, Sky Knight. I'm not going to play that game again. Not until I don't know, man. But look, Dark Souls 3 is a big problem. FromSoft does not know how to fucking handle network code. And that's just it, man. Dark Souls 3 was a big problem. It became such a problem that they don't even keep up with it no more. So I'm done with, like, when it comes to that shit, that company, man. Yeah, the fingerprint shield. Ugh, the shield build. Dual shield, dual fingerprint shield. Yeah, that's fun. Yeah, I know, those type of builds where, like, you could barely do anything. Yeah, that's not fun, man. You know what? That game had its place. I liked it for a while. It was fun for a while. Good open world, good exploration. Not the best story. Overrated as fuck. Nice, good amount of builds. But just, again, hackers and shit ruining the game. So, at the end of the day, you know what? I put, like... What I put, like 600 hours into it or something. I was done. That's it. I'm done. It's enough. I gave that game more than enough time. I'm not gonna play that game no more. I did everything I needed to in that game. I got on the bandwagon a little bit, but I'll tell you what, man. I went through that game complaining about it since day one, man. Like, I didn't like it that much. I kind of thought it was... I kept saying to everybody, this is a 7.5, this game. It's not a fucking 10 out of 10. People need to get off this game's dick. It is not as good as people thought it was. I don't like the 10 out of 10 praises that game gets. I just don't. Again, 7.5 is maybe a little too low. But I don't think it deserves much higher than an 8, honestly. It's just my opinion. That's it. And some people will very much disagree with that. I understand that. But I just don't have the fondest opinion of From Software games. And I got on the bandwagon, and I beat the game. So you can't say that, like, you know, people can't say, oh, you never gave it a real try. I gave it a fucking try. I got into the PvP and everything, man. But some people are like, oh, you didn't go. Yeah, take it from me. Omar knows. I gave it a try. I beat the game. So, I mean, like, honestly, like, you know, that's my biggest problem. What am I don't even know what I'm doing here. Okay, let's see. What am I, level 600 or something? Yeah, I didn't even max out, man, 713. I didn't even max out. Because everybody who maxes out was cheating anyway, mostly, so... And then everybody would pretend that they weren't duping and stuff. It's like, dude, you all fucking duping Elding. You duping those balls and shit, please. I don't like shit like that. Dude, I'm glad I'm not playing that game. That game's a fucking toxic cesspit in multiplayer, really. There's few games that I can really consider multiplayer not being toxic in today's world. Because there is this, you know, look at what you're saying. Look, people getting salty, maxing out. Like, if you really break it down, look what you're saying about this game. People freaking, you know, walling off ships, doing all this lame shit. There's a pattern here, John Doe. Multiplayer in today's world is fucked up in all games. So if you're gonna waste your time in multiplayer, you might as well waste your time in a game in multiplayer that is worth playing. Okay? That's not, at least does something about the hacking and shit. No, if you're gonna play single player stuff, that's fine. But it's unfortunate that we live in a world where everybody, you know, wants to do things the easy way, man. You know, and it's I get it. We live in a fast-paced world, and people don't want to waste all their time on things. But me personally, I enjoy a chill experience a lot more. I feel than that competitive experience, that niche, whatever you want to call it, competitive, like, gaming experience, because a lot of times it gets ruined by people, so. If you want to get good at a game, get good at, like, Overwatch or fucking Call of Duty or something. I hate to say it, but at least you know games like that are not going to get hacked to pieces, you know? It's like, I'm sure there are people that use trainers and aim bots and shit, or aiming hacks, but at the same time, like, it's less likely that you're going to get hacks in those games, or at least in Overwatch or stuff. There's less likely hacks in that than Elden Ring, okay? Elden Ring is not made for multiplayer. It's just kind of something added into the mix. Yeah, I gotta play with like-minded people, man. That's why, like, I always said, like, if, like, Omar was ever to play with me, like, I would play with him, maybe. You know, like-minded people. Again, people that... Are you gonna play Permadeath with me and not survival? Are you not gonna back up your saves? Do I trust you? How long do I know you? You know, are you not gonna dupe? Because if you're gonna dupe and build a massive castle town around my little hut because I'm not duping and I'm not getting the resources, I'm not, you know, you're duping shit all over the place. Yeah, I don't want to play with you. That's not the point. The point is not to play with somebody cheating. I don't want to play like, then go to creative mode, my friend. You know, like, this is what I'm saying. This is why I almost feel like this game is not even multiplayer. Like, I don't want to play with people in a game like this. That's just my opinion, man. Like, I just don't want to play with people. I'm anal like that, but whatever. It is what it is. Like, if everybody was duping and I was like, okay, like, if somebody said, oh yeah, play on my system where everybody's duping, blah blah blah, and I agreed upon it, then yeah, that'd be a different story. But don't come to my game with your shit, you know? So that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't like that. This is why I almost wish this game had its own server system, like Ark or something, because at least you can set what you want and you can invite people who you want. You're not forced to play with anybody. Unfortunately, a game like this kind of forces you to just, like, yeah, whatever. Yeah, I don't know. Again, maybe Call of Duty was a bad example. I don't really know too much about it. I don't play it. But what I'm trying to say is a game that's a little bit more... has a better multiplayer community, at least, or it's skill-based, rather than, you know, cheating and toxicity. Look, I could even tolerate toxicity in skill-based games, because you know what? If they're that much better than you, okay, it's fine if they're toxic. I'm going to try to get better myself. But if they're just being toxic because they're using some sort of fucking God menu bullshit, nah, man, that's again, GTA Online, Red Dead Online, those games are toxic as fuck online because of bullshit that they do. I was playing Red Dead Online on the computer, right? And I got to rank 50 or something? I had to quit. And you know why I quit? Because on my stream, I'm literally doing a bounty and somebody drops a campfire on my head. A fucking campfire. Okay, there was some, like, stuff happening a couple of days before that where I was like, okay, is that a hack or is my video card fucking up? I actually thought my video card was fucking up because I was getting all these flashes and shit. And I'm like, shit, I just bought a new video card. Like, is my game fucking up? Well, all of a sudden, once the campfire dropped on my head and I burned to death from a campfire floating on my head in town, I said, okay, obviously I can't play a cowboy game on the computer because of hackers. So I decided to play Red Dead on PlayStation. Now, granted, yes, there was almost very few hackers on the PlayStation. Of course, people exploiting and glitching all over the place, but the hacking itself wasn't there. A little bit was. There was still a God mode glitch that they figured out near a certain train station. But you had to be within the vicinity. But it wasn't that bad. But again, I had to start over, which sucked. I got to like level 100, so just to show you my dedication, 112 actually. I had to start over, and I had to go to 30 frames a second. So think about that. I'm playing on 60 FPS on the computer with great draw distance, and of course, Rockstar doesn't have an upgraded version of Red Dead Redemption for fucking PlayStation 5, so it's like, okay, they only have the PS4 Pro version, and I'm literally playing PS4 Pro on my PS4 5. Load times is shit slow. Frames per second is 30. When I had 60 frames on the computer, or more. So, like, why do I have to downgrade the game because of your bad servers and your bad development? If I have to downgrade a game because of somebody else's development problems, I don't want to play that game no more. So, Red Dead, as much as I love Westerns, I had to stop playing that game, unfortunately. And plus, they don't add any new content. It's the same shit every month, so that was another thing that got me pissed off. But, you know, again, toxic. There's toxicity in multiplayer nowadays. And unfortunately, you gotta find, like, you gotta find games that just have a good reputation for multiplayer. So, and I don't think Rockstar has a good reputation. Yeah. It's just a shame, though. It's a shame where gaming has gone. It's almost like the only games that are really protected, I feel, are games that are heavily monetized, except for Rockstar's case. Because they monetize and they're not protected, which is horrendous. But yeah, in today's world, if the game isn't heavily monetized, I feel like people are just, ruining the games. And then it's like, at the same time, it's like, then what? I'm going to support monetization? I don't want to support that. I don't think monetization is a good practice for video games. But unfortunately, when you don't monetize, like Elden Ring, okay, here's the difference. Assassin's Creed Valhalla has monetization. Well, guess what? In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, there isn't any of the shenanigans like in Elden Ring. Elden Ring has so many shenanigans going on that I don't even want to play the game. Where Assassin's Creed Valhalla, there was a couple of shenanigans where you can get abilities. Somebody was using a horse to kick the locks and doors open. They fixed that shit in like 3 days, dude. Like, they didn't, like, there are time savers on Assassin's Creed and stuff, I ain't gonna lie. And it's annoying, all the monetization that game has for a single player game. It's ridiculous. But the fact that they have it makes them they keep up to date. Well, you gotta be careful with backing up save data, because look what they're doing in Elden Ring. Okay? They're literally, people are reloading the saves and dropping shit on people, and reloading the saves and dropping shit on people, and doing that over and over. So, how I look at it is, if you're gonna have cloud saving, you can't have trade windows, or have the ability to drop items on the floor. Because the minute you put cloud saving into a game, that's it. Take the trades away, take it away, because if there's a way you can duplicate items, that again ruins the game. It gives an unfair advantage to people who aren't doing that. So Elden Ring's biggest problem is that you literally can drop your stuff on the floor, reload the cloud save, and keep doing it until your heart's desire, and get to level 713 in a 4-hour period, right? I think it takes 5 hours to get to level 713 or something, if you do that over and over. That, to me, is not a good practice for a video game. That's a bad practice. I've been a gamer since I was 7 years old. That 30 years of video game playing, that is a bad thing. That is a bad thing. That's a bad practice. I'd rather play, there's so many single player games I'd rather play than people doing shit like that. So if you're gonna have cloud saves, I really feel you have to take away trade systems then. But again, like, these people in Japan that make these games and stuff, like From Software, they don't understand. They don't even look into things like that, I feel. Their network code is from fucking 2009, for God's sakes. They're using the same network code from the Dark Souls games. Like, really? Guys? Really, Japan? Like, hello, Japan, it's 2022 From Software. Maybe you can make the network code part of today's, year. We already went through women liberations and women empowerment in 2015. We're going through transgenderisms and all sorts of things, and you still are back in 2009 with your ancient network code, Japan? Okay. Yeah, that's not good also. Again, shows you why I don't play that game. I get so mad at that fucking game, dude. Like, really. It's a good single-player game. I'll just keep it at that. That's it. The reason I don't play any of these games online anymore, man. I'm really just tired of all of them online. If I want multiplayer, I'll play Diablo 3 or something. I'm not gonna play Diablo Immortal, that's a shit show, but I'll play Diablo 2, Diablo 3, stuff like that. You know, games like that's fine. Play StarCraft or something. Like, all that shit's okay. But I ain't playing no Rockstar game online. I ain't playing no freaking From Software game online. That's not happening, man. I'm done with those games. They make good single-player games. They do not know how to incorporate multiplayer. Look, it's just some players, it's like you draw... but, see, I disagree with that because it's not about choice sometimes, because sometimes the players are fooled. Now, I would always take a server side, always. The thing is that you say, okay, it's not their choice to pick up the items. Here's the thing: if you get a guy that's struggling in a game, and you cheated your way to the top, and you're dropping all these level 10 items on the floor, right? Of that require this person to earn that stuff and actually get good at the game and learn how to play the game. This is why nobody is learning what you said previously. Nobody's learning how to play the game because everything's being handed to them by duplication methods. Now, the thing is if you drop those items on the floor, yes, it's their choice to pick it up, 100%. But at the same time, if you take a player who is struggling and doesn't understand what those items are worth and doesn't understand the value of those items, he's going to pick all of that up and be like, oh my god, yes, I got everything, I'm doing so good, blah, blah, blah. And you know what that does? At the end of the day, John Doe, you may not realize, John Doe, that actually hurts the longevity of a game. It makes it fun for the next 2 weeks, let's just say. He's going to be jumping for joy for 2 weeks. And guess what's going to happen? He's probably not going to play no more. And that's why Elden Ring is kind of dying right now. People are not playing this game no more. Okay, they just did a poll: is Elden Ring dead? And 40% said yes. I still 50 something. I think 40% said yes. 50 something percent said no. But people are not on this game's dick anymore. Why aren't they on this game's dick? And again, if you're going to have massive amounts of cheating, duplication cheats are some of the most game-breaking cheats that you can do out there. And here's another thing: is that now if you go into PvP and you want to test different builds and stuff, you can't beat them, join them, right? So now let's just say, oh shit, man, how's this guy fucking me up? He's got dual fingerprint shields, level 10, he's got this, he's got that, all fucking 10s. The guy's level 713. Now you're so pissed off because you took the time to get good at PvP. So now what do? You're like, you know what? Come on, let's start duping these rune balls and shit. I forgot the name of them. Those the Lord Bowls or whatever, 99. Let's start duping all of them. We get stacks of 99s, right? And then we just start using it, then reload a save, do it again, have a friend help you, and you're 713 in a few hours. Like, so to me, if you can't beat them, join them type of thing, that starts to happen. Now, everybody starts doing it. Now, here's the problem. Once there's a God mode glitch or something like that, all of a sudden, okay, it's one thing if everybody's maxing out their level to 713, but then now that people are using God mode and invading people's worlds, once that started happening, I ran into 2 people in one day And then the next day I ran into 8 people that did that. So in 1 day period, I saw that grow from 2 people to 8 people in a 1 day period. Yep. And in 1 day, it was, like I said, 2 people using guard. One was an invader, and one was when I invaded their world. So I used the bloody finger to get into their world, and they invaded my world. So I saw 2 in 1 day. Next day, and how did I know they were using God mode? Because I was beating the shit out of them. I was throwing them around. I frenzied them like 3 times. They were just not losing health. And they had that stupid staff, and they were using magic because they literally built their character around the God mode glitch. So what they were doing was, now that they have God mode, and here's the thing with God mode. Oh, now my character doesn't lose health anymore. Why put into endurance? Why put into endurance or whatever gives you health? I forgot. I know one gives you stamina, the other one gives you health. Why put into health anymore, right? Why put into HP? It's like, I don't lose health no more. So what do? They start putting into other things. Their arcane, their fate, all that other bullshit that hits the S multipliers on the weapons and stuff, right? So now they have, tons of S multipliers maxed out with the 713 level, but they have nothing put into their health. And why don't they put anything into their health? Because they're actually building their characters around God mode. Which is so they can do the most damage possible. Now, if that isn't lame, I don't even know the definition of the word lame, if that's not lame. If you don't think that's lame, if that's not just a colossal waste of time, and some of the lamest shit that you've ever seen is somebody that actually build a character based off of a God mode glitch. I don't know what gets worse than that. That to me is the worst thing I've ever seen, almost. Other than maybe getting somebody's IP address and swatting them with police officers. So, that's it. Once I saw shit like that, I'm like, oh, okay. So they're just making themselves full magic users, pumping into all that shit, and not pumping 1 point into any health-related stuff because they're letting the God mode take over. Once I started seeing that, I said, I am done with this fucking game. I will never go back to it unless they fix it right away. Guess what? Took 4.5 months for that last update that came out 6 days ago or something like that. Was it 5-6 days ago? Their last update? Yeah. So if it takes almost 5 months to fix something like this, that shows me that the company From Software does not care about their game that much. Yeah, they use that sacred ground. You know what it is, that sacred ground thing they were doing. I seen exactly how they did it. It's like a 3-step thing. It's not too hard to do. But it heals, it puts them in like a loop of some kind, where they actually, like, if they lose health, they don't really lose it or something like that. I watched videos on it. Whatever the case is, I don't care what it does exactly. I just know that it's extremely unfair, and then they start building characters around that. That to me again shows yeah, I mean, I know people use that what you're talking about, blight or whatever, like the dead stuff. Nah, dude, honestly. But at the end of the day, why waste your time going that far, though, dude? Like, are you like the game? Are you like, no offense, but are you that addicted to the game that you have to find ways to beat cheaters? That to me is like defeats the purpose of the game. Why play the game, dude? Like, honestly, like at that point, because I like it, okay, that's fine, but really? You're gonna go out of your way to beat the cheaters by coming up with like, oh, well, if you hit them with the status effect, the Death's Blight or something, that'll kill them. But like, it's like foolish. It's like I don't know, man. At that point, dude, play another game, man. No offense. Like, play another game, really. Like, if you have to start thinking of ways to beat cheaters... Yeah, but... Isn't there other games you can play, though? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, you could do it in a game that actually matters, like, you know? I don't know, man, dude. I'm just saying, look, you do you. I'm not saying how to play games, but that's why I stopped playing. Because I'm not gonna. Once I see people cheating, like I'm not gonna try to figure out ways to get past their cheating. That's up to the developers at that point. You care about your product because here's the thing: I'm old enough to say I'm not gonna buy their another. Look, I don't even care if they come out with DLC. I'm not gonna play it most likely, or I don't care that much. If I do, maybe I'll just play for the story or something. So. With that being said, am I going to buy their new DLC? If their DLC costs money, I'm not buying it at all. If their DLC, I'm not going to give this company. Well, but Elden Ring, like, that's such a niche PvP like part of that. There's always so many other different games that have like way more people. Like, wouldn't it be interesting to like be better at making toxic players cry in a more popular game, you know? Because Elden Ring's PvP is very niche. It's not like it's not as popular. It's not really that popular. So, like, honestly, like, at the same time, maybe you could do it in another game that has much more, like, a much larger player base, which would make more sense. See, personally, like, I can't, I'm just too old, dude, I don't want to waste my time with that shit. I'm just too old for it, so. I take things until they start getting broken and I play another game. Like, to me, I don't mind spending $40 to $60 on another game. $70 if the game is better. Like, that's it. Say goodnight to Elden Ring, you know? It's not like, not the end of the world. Like, I'm not poor. I have money in the bank. Like, not to brag, but I'm, like, not poor. So because I'm not poor, like, I could just buy another game or play another game. Like, I don't have to play this game. I'm not going to support developers who have broken fucking games. I'm not doing it. Just won't do it. They have to fix their game. I'll never buy another product from them again until they lost out. Other people will buy it. I'm not. Yeah, so you probably have money too then. So it's like, okay, so you're not, the reason why I'm saying that, because, you know, sometimes I don't know your age, you could be a kid, you know. But the point is that, regardless of how old you are, you know, it comes to a point where, like, do you really want to waste all your years combating toxicity in a video game when you could play so many games and get a new story, a new adventure, and actually enjoy it than just getting angry and enjoying beating toxic play? Like that's like, kind of like you put yourself on their level, you know? Like, if I'm walking in New York, because I'm from New York, and if I see, like, an angry, crazy homeless man screaming and stuff like that, do I want to go next to him and start screaming and yelling at him because he's not doing the right thing? That I'm going to police him, I'm going to show him righteous indignation, and I'm going to yell at him, and I'm going to do the right thing? No. You know what you do? You walk by him. You don't engage. That's what you do with toxic behavior. You don't engage. You walk by it. Because by putting yourself in a toxic situation like that, you are literally putting yourself, you know, you're wasting time. I mean, look, if it amuses you, fine, but to me, like, I feel like you can just experience so much more by not doing that, in my opinion. But that's just, again, my opinion. Like, I'm not gonna go next to the crazy person and give him the audience he desires. If I see a religious person in the subway and they're talking about, you know, hell is going to take over and burn the world and Jesus is going to come back, I'm not going to listen to that religious person with the 3 other people that are listening to him, because to me, I'm giving the toxic person an audience. I'm going to take the subway to the card store and I'm going to play Magic the gathering, or I'm gonna go to the park, or I'm gonna go to a club or something, or whatever. I'm not gonna go to the toxic preacher and start saying, well, that's not according to the Bible. The Bible says this. Like, I'm not gonna argue the toxic preacher in the subway station. Do you understand where I'm going with that? Like, some people may want to argue him and put him in his place, but when they're crazy or they're just toxic as fuck, you don't want to go there. That's how I'm at the point in my life where that's what I look at shit like that. If that makes any sense. See, I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I'm just saying that's how I look at things like that, you know? I don't want to give those people an audience, unfortunately. It's like, to me, it's like you're just wasting time, right? And it's kind of negative, too. And it's like, it's not wasting time in a positive way. But how do you know they're really crying, though? You think they care? They may not care that much. Do you really know that you're getting to them the way you think you are? I mean, maybe, I'm not saying you aren't. Maybe you are. Maybe they are getting really mad. I don't know, but do you know that for sure? Maybe they don't even care, you know? Maybe after you get to them, their mommies and daddies are screaming at them to do their homework or something. Like, are you really getting to them? You know what I'm trying to say? Or maybe their mom gives them $400, $300 in Robux or whatever, and they go play Roblox or something. Like, are you really getting to them? You get what I'm saying? Like, do you know that? You know, they're over a game, a computer screen. Are you really getting to them? I mean, you might get to them for a little bit, for a second, but and then you gotta also, you don't know how old they are. Chances are, a lot of times they're young. I feel like these toxic people are kind of on the younger side most of the times because they think it's funny and they get amusement out of it, so they tend to be younger. So keep that in mind. If you're 30 years old, you think you're making young kids cry, chances are they're probably like ADHD and they don't even give a shit. Well, me personally, I think it's always up to the developers to handle their products, okay? We live in a late-stage capitalism in this world, okay? People are poor, people can't afford to live. We live in a really rough time. Stock market is the lowest it's been in such a long time. So the cost of living is higher than ever right now. So because of the time and everything that we live in, I just don't, I like to say it's up to these, by allowing these game companies to keep doing what they're doing and not, update as frequently as they should, and they let toxicity grow through their games, or they monetize like crazy. It's a bad practice, and I don't want to support practices like that. That's it. I just don't want to support that. And if they're not going to update for 5 months, see, my biggest problem is not even so much the cheaters, it's the fact that Elden Ring didn't update in 5 months. That's it. They didn't update since February or something like that. So if it takes 5 months for them to do an update, that's a half-ass update. That's worse than any cheater in the game. Like, I don't even care about the cheaters at that point. It's like, dude, you guys, are you tone deaf to your player base? Like, if From Software would just go on YouTube, they could just find out all the problems of their game. But it's like, you know, they don't focus on the PvP part of their game because that's, again, for a niche audience. So they focus mainly on, you know, fighting bosses and things like that. So, you know, just to show you where they are as a company, look, I'm not supporting companies that do that. I just won't do it. I just won't. I'm too old to do that, man. 30 is a lot younger than 37. I'm not doing that shit no more, man. Support fucking companies like that. No. You fix your game. Don't be tone deaf to your player base. That's why I get really mad with stuff like that, but what are you gonna do? It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, yeah, people are dumb, but they gotta prioritize it, man. You know? Look, if you owned a game company, okay, and you made like an Elden Ring type of game, you got to put priority to the most, you just got to put priority. If you're going to put a system in the game, a multiplayer system in the game, make sure it works. Make sure it works good. You know? You got to prioritize your game, you know, systems in the game. Like, don't adjust the speed of a certain weapon when you have a glaring issue with something else. You know, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, they'll adjust stupid shit like that. Oh, like, you know, you can jump higher now, or you can do, you know, the cooldown between this is not as much as it used to be. We fixed a issue where you can now switch, you know, you could do this quicker than you can. Or like, well, like, no, dude, fix the elephant in the room first. Be aware of the elephant in the room. Hire some people. We live in a social media day today. Hire people to scour YouTube and Reddit and find out what's wrong with your game. Okay? So you don't lose player base. Because a lot of people quit Elden Ring because of stupid shit like this. It's just common sense to me, that's all. It's just, I don't understand why they don't do that, but I can't defend that type of practice, to be honest, but whatever. It is what it is, man. What game developers should do is find their most experienced players, which isn't hard to find on an online game because there's such a... Yeah, I agree. Sure. They should poll. They should do polls and stuff. I think, you see, here's the funny thing that you said that, John, is that, you know, like in heavy monetized games, like NBA 2K and stuff like that, they do that. They actually do the very thing. They do polls in their game. The problem is with those games is they're heavily monetized. So I feel they do that, again, when there's a heavy monetized element to it, because that affects the actual revenue that they get, you see? So if their revenue is in question, they absolutely will do polls like that. Because 2K does the polls all the fucking time. Like, all the time. You can actually, when 2K does a poll, you get a free token in my team. So it's just to let you know that heavy monetized games do what you're saying, actually. It's the games that don't monetize that don't do it. Alice, you know, one word to answer that, what you just said is money, man. Money solves the root of all evils, right? I'm sorry, money is the root of all evil. It's all about money. Elden Ring is not Elden Ring doesn't monetize. And the majority, I would say the majority of Elden Ring players play it for, you know, fighting bosses and stuff. They don't really PvP. So the PvP community in Elden Ring is pretty small. So because of that reason, and because that game doesn't monetize, they're not going to do polls. They're not getting their revenue in enough. And if they're doing 5-month updates, they're not making, obviously they don't care that much. Look, one thing you can say about all these monetized games, they do updating much more frequently. I mean, almost every week they're updating. Every 4 days, 5 days, these games that monetize usually update. Sometimes like week, 2 weeks max, 3 weeks, whatever. But like, you know, like it doesn't go past 3 weeks ever. I mean, 5 months to me for an update is unacceptable. That's it. It's unacceptable. So that's unfortunate, but. What do we got here now? I'm double checking this. Okay, we got a 20. I'm just, as I'm bullshitting here, I'm just fucking around with my inventory, so I might as well do something, because otherwise I'm just going to close the game anyway. So that's all I'm doing here. Alright, so we got 500. Let's see if we could do pure ferrite. We're going to carry a bunch of that too, because we want to build that base next time I sign on, so. Kind of cool to put some pure ferrite. Oh shit. Oh, never mind. I don't even know why I was making that then. Forgot about that. Alright, that's cool. So we got 1,000 pure ferrite, 1,000 magnetized ferrite, actually. Actually, we're gonna have over 1,000 pure ferrite because we're gonna put that here. Just have my host of these here. Yeah, it's alright, it's all running out. Yeah, so I don't know, man. The gaming is just, you know, look, we're going to be all playing monetized, you know, free to play monetized games. Look what Diablo Immortal has done to the gaming industry, and it goes to show you games are going to head in that direction. We're going to run out of even games like Elden Ring. Even games like that aren't going to be made anymore. Everybody, unfortunately, when people see money, people all want to jump on the bandwagon. And you know, you look at a game like Candy Crush, makes more money for mobile than Elden Ring made in its entire release. So a stupid game like Candy Crush makes more money than Elden Ring. So if that's the case, That's why most games are going that way, unfortunately, and it kind of sucks. So just enjoy what you have now, because you may not have it too much longer. That's how I see it. What I'm doing here. 35 times 2 is 70? That'd be 250 times is 100. I'm just getting my inventories in line. Cool. And we still have the 1,000 here, that's good. Okay. Say 250? Yeah, baby. Okay, so we are getting our inventories. Nice. Yeah, I kind of wanted regular ferrite dust, I think. I mean, I could go to another system. I'm just kind of lazy to do that. Or we could wait for a ship to land, but I think it's that weird bug where ships don't land is happening, because I haven't seen one ship land. So we probably just, the best way to do it is just to warp to another system, so let's do that. And we're just going to get some stacks. I'm just setting myself up to build when I go on later, or tomorrow or something. You know? So let's do. Oh, we can sell that indium. We don't need all that indium. 5 ferrite dust. Ooh, okay, that's what we need. Large quantities of ferrite dust. We could even buy more oxygen, turn it into condensed. We're gonna need a bit of that too. Tritium. Do we need any more of that? No, not really. Okay. Looks like ionized cobalt might be a thing to stack up on, but actually, put it in the freighter or something might not be a bad idea. I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. What am I carrying? Okay. Cargo. I could probably just send it the other way, right? Like just send it. Just put that in. We can send it to exosuit high capacity, right? Let's just take the. I don't like where they put it though. That's like so 250, and then actually no, we do need a little more. I kind of think I need that cobalt, man. Usually I don't buy cobalt, but I think there's some stuff that you have to use in building with it. We're just building carbon, and we're gonna get condensed carbon. Which I probably should put here too. These two should have 500 stacks of condensed. Are these ships landing? Yes, there are. Okay. Let's see what we can buy with ferrite dust and things like that. Alright, cool. Alright, cool. So we don't know. Oh, this is not bad to have. Actually, so I'm gonna build some of that. Man. I gotta make room. Hey. 250 maybe? And we can put that on the freighter, because I'm gonna need that for. We need that for. I think you need that for the Those fucking ships there. Got the name one. The exocrafts, there you go. Okay, so... yeah. Alright, cool. Ferrite dust will go here, and we have the ferrite dust. We don't need any more of that. We're just going to sell all that, or just throw it out. It doesn't really matter. I think we can just throw this shit out. I hate to throw out shit, but we need space and place on it. Cobalt is gonna have to be turned into ionized cobalt, and then that's it, I'm done. Get rid of this tritium. Why am I keeping 8 tritium for? Okay. Alright, cool. So, yeah. Oh, hey. I did you already. Okay, back here. Alright, we're getting there. Oh, this is gonna be cool, man. I'm gonna be able to really... yeah. Yeah, I'm starting to lose interest in, like, I mean, I still like some of these older games I play, but I like some of the new, I don't know, what's the term, formula or something that they're doing, the new whatever of gaming is just kind of rubbing me the wrong way, especially with this, you know, trying to, I feel that they're trying so hard to put games on mobile. And Diablo Immortal was a big step in the wrong direction. They've been trying to put games on mobile for the longest time, like to make them really successful. Like these, these console games and stuff like that, and PC games. They tried with Castlevania. They made like a live service for Castlevania. They did a Mario Kart for mobile. They don't really catch on, but they would love. They honestly, I'm telling you right now, I think every game company would love to do that, because if they can find the success in mobile gaming, that's where the majority of money is. So I just hope that games like Diablo Immortal don't draw a blueprint for where gaming will be in the next 5 years or something. You know what I mean? Because that's, unfortunately, if it goes down that path, gaming is going to be real bad. Skyrim is a lot of fun, yeah. That's a game you have to play on the computer, by the way. With all the mods and stuff, I would, yeah. Although I played mod on the PS4 Pro, I had mods going on. But computers, that's the way to go with that game. I was a vampire lord. I was having a lot of fun with that game. I made Skyrim's an awesome game. That's an awesome role-playing game. Donkey Kong 64. It's funny, I remember that game. You needed the expansion pack to play that game. It came with an expansion pack, if I recall. A lot of it has to do with, I think, late-stage capitalism. Like, and I use the sports games for an example, though, on how late-stage capitalism and consolidation controls everything. So, like, what they do with the sports games is, let's just say, like, a game like 2K, NBA, or FIFA, is... See, when I grew up in the 2000s, and you know, you were there too, you'll remember that during that time you had multiple companies that would take a basketball game on, right? So you had ESPN basketball, you had NBA Live, you had 2K, you might have had some other basketball games like the Showtime or something. I forgot, not MLB The Show, but Showtime. There was a bunch of basketball games, like 4, maybe. They all had different developers, and they were produced by different companies. The reason why was because things weren't monopolized at that time, because they just didn't have enough money to monopolize something. But now, adding digital currencies and monetization into formulas, they can extend contracts and keep a consolidation going on a contract now. So that's why you only see one company producing a basketball game in this late stage capitalism. You only see one company, doing so many things lately. And, unfortunately, what like a game like 2K does is they'll take a good percent. They keep releasing packs and all these stupid monetized elements, and my career with all the virtual currency, that they'll take all that money that they make, not all of it, but they'll take a good, let's just say, even if they take 20 to 30% of it, they use that money to extend their contracting and license agreements with the NBA PAA, the Players Association, right? And what they'll do is they'll extend the contract to where only 2K Visual Concepts will be allowed to use that contract, will be allowed to use the licensing for another, let's just say, 4 or 5 years, whatever the contract is. Sometimes it's 1 year. It doesn't matter. But the point is, as they license the contract, other companies, there might be stipulations where other companies can't get that licensing, okay? Or maybe other companies just don't have the money to afford that licensing, and 2K is willing to drop big money to keep that license exclusively to them. So because of that reason, their monetization practices get more predatory, especially towards children. And children beg their parents for money. And again, they're going to throw 20, 30% of that money in maintaining an extended contract. But what the problem is with that is that other companies are they're not making those games anymore. So now you just have one basketball game. You want to play a basketball game, you're forced into playing one game. So, I think that's it too. Companies are playing dirty, left and right. They're predatory. They're dirty. They hold on to licenses. They don't want other companies getting a hold of them. And unfortunately, that's why you don't see really much competition anymore. So you look at like all the competition we go. So NFL, Madden is monopolized by EA. Soccer is monopolized by EA. Basketballs are not monopolized by 2K. I grew up in a time where you had NBA Live and you had NBA 2K. And you had, like I said, ESPN games and all different types of games. I think even Sony made a basketball game at one point. That doesn't happen anymore. So, as you see late-stage capitalism get more and more abundant, you start to realize that, there's a lot of dirty practices out there. There's a lot of shit. I mean, it's a weird time we live in. So it's a weird, I just feel it's a weird time we live in. But what are you going to do, man? I just try to accept it the best I can. You want to play basketball? You got to play 2K. I mean, look, I like basketball so much, I deal with it, but do I like what 2K does? Absolutely not. Am I supporting the problem? Absolutely am. But here's the thing, I don't buy any of the monetized stuff. I play my team and I don't spend any money on that stuff. Like, I usually earn my free packs and all that. But I'm still supporting it. I'm supporting a bad thing. Do I like doing that? No, I don't feel proud of myself. But it's the only way I could get the basketball fix. I'm kind of like what you said. If you feel like putting toxic players in their place, you get your fix from whatever you do, right? Elden Ring, whatever. That's how I get my basketball fix. So these companies know that, unfortunately, and especially the monetized ones. But so, I mean, in my opinion, I almost wish consumers would just not pay into these games. Like, if you're gonna play the game, that's one thing, but don't buy into it. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, man? You can't control, like, you know, kids begging their parents for money and stuff. Times are messed up nowadays, man. Yep. Amen to that, man. I always try to tell my friends that. Like, I have one of my friends, his mother's huge Republican. And then I know I have another friend that's a huge progressive Democrat. And I always look at it like, I try to be middle of the road, right? I try to, like, play the fence a bit because I see the problems that the Republicans and the Democrats do. And Democrats are extremely delusional, and the Republicans are just fucking cold-hearted and want to, you know, take away everything. They want to take Social Security away. They want to, all senior citizens are making too much, just have them die or be homeless. Like, you know, that's the mentality of the Republicans. And the Democrats are delusional and want to, you know, gender neutrality and gender issues and let's go green for the next 100 years. We'll make gas prices will be $8 a gallon. Like, you see, so when I look at both sides of the coin, that's a shitty shade of gray right there. That's what you just said, crappy shade of gray. But unfortunately, we live in a two-party system, and people just go one way or the other, and that's the sad part right there. I feel there's not that many people that try to dissect things. It takes effort, you know, to dissect something. To see a shade of gray and to see the gradations of a shade of gray takes effort than to just label it as black or white or left or right or all or nothing, because all or nothing is an easier answer to just get rid of, you know, just dismiss the question at that point, because it's like, well, that's it. All good, all bad. All good, all bad. But to actually get into a shade of gray, people don't want to open their brains. They don't want to open their brains to things. They just, that's it. People don't want to think. So I always said, you know, to those two friends, so my friend's mother and the progressive friend, I said, you know, you gotta look at both sides of the coin. You can't just go one way or the other, man. It's a terrible thing to do that. And people say, well, who do you vote for then? Well, whatever. You try to pick the lesser of the evils, or you go for an independent party. Well, the independents will never win, and blah, 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 blah. Well, whatever. What do you want me to say? I make the rules now. Just telling people to open their mind a bit. I didn't make the damn rules. Alright, you know what? I think we may have to get rid of some of this ocean shit because, honestly, I don't think I'm using it no more. Yeah. Alright, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. It's not all bad, though. We live in, look, believe me, we live in a better time than, you don't want to live in, you know what I mean, like in the 1800s or some shit, dying of freaking tuberculosis and typhoid fever or whatever, fucking scarlet fever, you know, people died of shit back then, the lifespan was 40 years old, yeah. Thank God we don't live in that generation. So, it's not all bad. Yeah, the days of the Renaissance man is over, but At least we're not dropping dead at 40. Well, hopefully. Yeah, amen, man. Oh, hell yeah, ignorance is bliss, dude. I believe that 100%. Why get your brain all rattled in these subjects if you don't have to see? Unfortunately, I live in New York, so it's like I see such shit around me every second of the day, like rent prices being $2,300 a month and fucking ridiculous crap that it actually gives me a high level of anxiety at all times, I feel, just with everything. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, if I could choose to live in ignorance, believe me, like, or even like, you know, somewhere like... I've thought about moving to like a rural area and stuff like that where it's less stressful. And we got people shoving people into subways over here. It's how fucking craziness, man. And mass shootings, though, that's happening everywhere. I mean, it's like, you know. That's why people like to go fishing and shit, you know. In real life, they like to just fish and, you know, just chill and just, like, take it easy, man, you know, chill. Not everything has to be a crazy competition or something. The Amish, yeah. Well, I mean, you don't have to go that extreme like the Amish. You could kind of find ways to chill out, right? Like... You know, just whatever you do, just find ways to chill out. Like, I mean, the Amish, I think, take it to another level, but... I get you, though. It's hard. It's hard when there's just everything around you. Distractions. And... It's funny, too, because, like, I have books on the shelf that I always, like, say to myself, oh, I want to read these books. But I never get to it because I always have like a damn Nintendo Switch or something that's calling my name out more, you know? It's easier for me to do that, like, because I'm so many years of, like, if I'm going to sleep or something, I'm so many years of just playing video games that, like, I look at a book like it's boring. It's just how I am, you know? And I know it's not a good way to be. You know, I should probably, like, actually consider reading a book here and there. It's hard, you know. You got all these distractions everywhere. You know, like it's so hard to not fall into it. I mean, it's another reason why I think birth rates are down and stuff like that. Is one of the reasons is pornography. Yeah, I listened to a Star Wars audiobook. What was it? Dark Plagueis the Wise. It was actually pretty good. I listened to the whole one. I loved it. Yeah, audiobooks is a good idea. My sister listens to audiobooks when she drives home from work, because it's like a 2-hour drive or something. She lives in Long Island. So she always has audiobooks on. That's actually, yeah, not a bad idea. Audiobooks are interesting. Sometimes they like act it out a little bit, a little narration, right? Getting rid of this water shit. Yeah, audiobooks is actually sounds like a good idea. I should probably try to get some of them more. It's not a bad idea. It's a good way to cover like your reading, you know. Nice. think like Magic the Gathering has like books too, and I kind of like Magic, and I know they have like all sorts of stories and stuff. Magic is just I like Magic. Don't get me wrong; it's another cash grab game, though. But it's a cool game because it's physical, and I like physical games because in this digital world we live in, sometimes it's nice to hold something besides a tablet or a fucking or controller or mouse. That's cool. Warhammer's cool. Do you collect like the figures and stuff, like the little miniatures or whatever? Yeah, I used to have a bad habit of collecting hero clicks. I have so many hero clicks, dude. They're like little Marvel DC characters, and you can make a game out of it. And I have like a whole. Yeah, I probably spent a few thousand on that over the years, and I kind of stopped because it was getting crazy. Yeah, but yeah, I get it. Man. Sometimes it happens. Although I did use it a lot though. I took it to friends. We made stories and stuff. It was kind of cool because it's like a whole game and everything too. But yeah, I can't really spend money like that no more either. This was going a few years back when things were a little better, you know. It's weird too because the whole COVID thing, right? Everybody got money from unemployment with COVID. I got honestly, I got around 15,000 or what was it, 15, 20,000, right, for COVID. But the whole thing is now with inflation, because because I wasn't working, but now with inflation, it's like I feel like I'm literally paying all that money back, and that's basically what happened with COVID. Is everybody got all this money and everybody's paying it back now? So. And my friend said it, man. My friend called it when it happened. He's like, "Well, you think you all not going to pay this money back? That PUA money, right? That pandemic relief money. What was it called? Pandemic unemployment assistance or something? Getting plus 300 or whatever the hell it was, depending where you were living. You think we weren't going to pay that shit back? People want to think this inflation is just the gas prices. No, this is everybody making." People are cashing in on 40 to 50 to 60 grand on COVID, man. Like, with unemployment. Forget about the people like Elon Musk that made 100 million or something. No, we're not talking about that. I'm saying just in unemployment alone, people are getting 50 to 60 grand. Some people are getting 80 grand. I've even heard of nurses and shit getting 80 grand. Alright, man. I'll add you on Discord. It's fine. Hold on. Hold on a second. I didn't see what you said though. It's weird. You wrote your Discord. It didn't come up on my chat, but it came up on my PlayStation screen. Huh. You may have to write that in again. That's really weird. I see money never free, and then the next line is at $20 a pop. No. But when you gave me your Discord, I saw it on my screen, but I didn't see it in my chat here on the phone. Weird. I may have to just do that again. I don't know why. Why didn't it block that out? But yet I don't know. It's weird. YouTube is onto us. We're talking with our third eye. Our conversations are not. We're not talking like robots. We're opening our third eye in conversations like YouTube's algorithms. That's it then. Well, I could give you my name because it's the same as. It's literally the same as my YouTube name. So let's take a look here. So my name is DriplimDTR hashtag 382. So just add my name with a hashtag 382. No, I'm sorry. No, it's 4 numbers. Wait a minute. 3842. Sorry, 3842. That's it. Just add that to my name, and that's my Discord. DriplimDTR 3842. For some reason, I thought I had more cobalt. Did I sell them? Okay. I'm definitely doing this a long way, by the way. Like this whole, what you see me doing here. But that's because I'm just bullshitting, so I don't mind talking, man. If I was in a rush, I probably would use a larger refiner and do things fast, but yeah, I don't really care. This is cool. I like the fact that I got all my cargo. All my cargoes. This is going to help me build my base. I have all this stuff to build my base with. And that's going to be good. I'm going to be able to build for a little bit. If I do that tomorrow, you know? I wake up, get my coffee, and then I got to do some work, my job, and so I have something to do for leisure. Audiobooks is definitely a good idea, man. Glad you reminded me of that because I actually told myself I was going to do that at one point, and I just fucking forgot. So I really do like audiobooks, and so I have to find a topic though. I definitely like old school Star Wars stuff. Like I'm not really big into the new franchise, the new movies or whatever, but I like the old stuff was kind of cool. I don't know. I'm gonna avoid self-help shit. I'm tired of that shit, really. I just want to dive into a fantasy, or maybe martial arts or something, maybe Bruce Lee's Tao of Jeet Kune Do, to listen to it. You know, I have it amazingly, I have it on my Kindle, but instead of reading it, maybe have it just talk to me with my headphones would be kind of interesting. Not that I agree 100% with the philosophy, by the way, but I just like Bruce Lee. I mean, I don't think his philosophy aged too well, unfortunately, with things like Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and stuff like that. But it's still pretty good. It's a good counterpunch strategy. So I just like to listen to things like that. he had very interesting theories about like controlling the central. I believe it or not, Conor McGregor like actually styled his whole fighting off of Bruce Lee with the counter punching. But you know, a good wrestler can take that down. So that's why it's a different world today. People found ways around everything, but I definitely wouldn't mind listening to it, though. It sounds like it would be cool. Sounds like it would be cool. Yeah, we're almost done here. Man, fuck. Almost done here. Yeah, true. Silver? I think silver. I think so. Yeah, 20 something. Really, do I need it? We have gold? We have gold here? No. Copper and dripping. Oh yeah, the hydrogen. I can't do too much refining anymore. I'm done with this shit. We're just gonna get my inventories banged out to what I wanted, and that's it. I'm not getting tired. I just want to get 500, 500. Just have all this stuff ready to go when I start building my base more. We have gold. I need more gold too. I don't feel like shooting asteroids right now, so I don't really know a system that sells it. That might be the only thing I really kind of need. Other than that, I think I should be good to go for building most things. I want to make a nice big base, man. Nice big base. A lot of building time. Cool. Oh, we still have a lot of gold on my ship, though. That's good. Okay, never mind. We have a lot of gold still. Okay, cool. Oh, I gotta sell this stupid thing. Why do I still have this? Why do I still have that? Oh. Alright, 30. Alright, this is again. Okay, so we're almost done. What is that? Awesome reviews? Cool. So what we got? We got 500, 500, nice. Cool. I'll check them out. Maybe when I lay down or something, I'll put my Bluetooth headphones on. What does he do, like movies or something? There might be a delay in the stream, by the way. I'm going to be going somewhere anyway, so. Unless that's gaming reviews or something? We definitely need to get we got to get oxygen faster, and this is a slow ass way to get it. So we're gonna walk to another system because obviously that glitch is happening where ships are just not landing anymore. So let's go to another system. That's an old bug, by the way, that's been in the game since like God knows how long. Where ships just stop like coming to the space station unless you like go somewhere. Alright, cool. Back to where we were. Yeah, I'm about to sign off like very soon from the stream. I'm just getting my I'm getting tired here, but I'm just getting my inventories for tomorrow. I just wanna be able to build a bit without like having to run back to terminals and shit. So I'm just kinda getting that in order. And once that's good, then whenever I decide to put the game on again, whether it's tomorrow or another day, at least I'll be able to build. That'll be cool. Yeah, I like this game because it's relaxing to me. Like, honestly, like, I'm not in a rush when I play this game. I just chill out, I build my shit, you know, like, look how long it's been taking me to do this, but it's not bothering me. I've been able to talk or bullshit, and that's why I stream, kind of like a, you know, casual stream, because it's like I could kind of rant and bullshit while I do this boring shit with, like, inventories, but, yeah, it's relaxing to me. In a weird way. Where, like, other games are not relaxing. If the game is going to give me an aneurysm, I don't want to play it, you know, sometimes. Unless I'm in the mood for that. Like, I gotta be in, like, a competitive mood or something. And then I don't mind too much, but... I like competition, though, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not, like, just one of those people that never want to play multiplayer or whatever. I do like competition, but I think there's a time and place for it. Like, I don't like to feel like I'm competing every single time I turn on a video game, because, unfortunately, like, especially the Battle Royale group, you know, like the young generation that loves Battle Royales, that's like they don't like playing games unless they're PvPing at all times. And then they get so angry and stuff, and it's just like, you can just see in their temperament, they're such angry people. Or they're kind of like douchebags or something, because it's like they're just so used to like competitiveness over and over and over to a point where it's like not healthy. A little bit like is fine. I think you do need healthy competition, don't get me wrong, but where if it gets like to that level, man, I don't know, man. I always think healthy competition's fine in dosages. But, like, not every, you know, blinking moment has to be a strategy all the time to, like, conquer the other person or to own somebody. I know people like that, man. Like, they can't play any type of relaxing game whatsoever. Like, they can't touch Minecraft. They can't no way touch a game like this. They can't even play like City Skylines or anything like that. Like that type of shit like drives them nuts. Like they have to go into literally Battle Royale like all the time. It's just like, really? Like that's what you need? You can't do anything like creative? I get it. Look, I get it. I used to be a junkie for that dopamine rush of owning somebody and stuff. I used to play Ultima Online, you know, where the PvP was crazy intense. You die and you drop everything. And then I was like, you know, my pulse rate was super high. I was twitchy as fuck back in when I'm talking about years ago. I was skinny. I was super skinny. I was twitchy. I was decent at it, man. But after a while, man, like... maybe at my age now, I'm just the old man now, you know? And as the old man, I just don't really have that desire anymore. I did a little bit. I was getting pretty deep with Pokemon PvP. I was getting deep with Elden Ring PvP. Any other PvP was I really doing recently? Let me see. A few years ago, was I doing something? Nah, not too much PvP lately, man. I was doing some basketball PvP with some basketball games. I was getting pretty good at that. Okay, it wasn't like great. There's some people that are just ridiculous in those games, but yeah, I just don't have it in me, man, no more. It's like the old man comes out, you know, just wants to relax and... That's because everybody gets a gold sticker nowadays, that's why. Everybody gets a gold sticker for participation. You did great, honey. You participated. That was so brave of you. Here's your golden star. Because the kid cries, and God forbid somebody cries and gets their feelings hurt because they're not great at something. Well, we live in a world where, unfortunately, not everybody is great at things. And that's it. Deal with it. No, not my little Johnny. My little Johnny has to be good. But my little Bobby has to be good. My little Bobby, you upset my little Bobby. You're a bully. It's like, no, your little Bobby sucks. At everything. Yeah. It's funny, I can upgrade this gun to an A class right now, and I'm kind of contemplating it. But I have to spend a lot of, yeah, because I don't even feel like portaling anywhere, to be honest. I have like 8, how many glyphs do I have? Let's take a look here. What do we have here? 7 glyphs on Permadeath? Yeah, it's not too good. I'm not going to be hunting any gun down anytime soon, so... You know what? I think we're going to turn this into an A class. So I'm going to be using a lot of nanites right now. I wanted to kind of turn that chip into an S class, but... Actually, nah, I think we're going to do this. Alright, cool. Oh well, ship's gonna have to wait on the S class for a while, but let's take a look at the multi-tool. A class, not bad. So now we can also upgrade slots on this gun. And oh wow, there's a lot more slots you can upgrade. Okay, so no one wants to get in the pool. I think you're listening to a delay. I think you have like a delay, man, like a 2-minute delay on my stream. Nobody wants to get into the pool. Well, you know, because everybody's afraid. That's why they're afraid they're gonna drown. It's easier for them to play, you know, on a tablet that looks like they're going, or you know, to go in the metaverse pool or something, you know, just a digital pool. But there's no actual liquid or water or potential of hurting their real life. Yeah, I get it, though. Is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's fucked up. Sure, it's fucked up. Cool. Alright, so we're... Oh, yeah, I keep saying almost, but... I was curious, like, how much is a slot? What up, Eagle? It's been a long time, man. Shit. They're gonna snip each other's ass. That's what's gonna happen. Once the fences are open up, the dogs are gonna snip each other's fucking ass, wag their tail, get all fucking excited. It's usually the case. What's that, Eagle? Sounds alright, I guess. What is that, like that robot war shit? Like those little fucking things with the buzzsaws and everything? What is it called? Cosmo fights? What are they, like on a table? They're little robots on a table? Like actual little robots you build? They have like little weapons and shit? Like, sounds interesting. That sounds pretty interesting, actually. I like shit like that, too. If it was like, if they're like real robots, like I don't like those robot wars because they look like stupid Roombas or some shit. With like fucking buzzsaws on them and shit. I don't know, I think they're kind of dumb looking. But I kind of like, if they look like little, like actual little soldiers or something, that's pretty dope, if that's it. I mean... Max storage, what? Alright. They didn't give me too much to work with for my multi-tool. I thought they were going to give me way more. But, we're going to put the scatter blaster up there, and we're going to put that there. And if we get an S-class, that's going to be great. Actually, let's do something like this. And then we can kind of, like, pull it down if we have to. We can even wait. How this usually works is you want these things to connect to the S-class. Always want like everything to connect to the. You want the S's to connect to each other. Or the A. See this mining beam here? Doesn't feel right because it should probably be like this. Okay, everything has to kind of be off the S-class. That's how this works. Otherwise, you do less. That's how it works. I've tested this many times. It's supposed to be nice. Wait. I had invited and I sent pic on Discord. Let me see. Oh, they're like little tank tread things. Okay. So how do they make these things? What do they use, like a 3D printer or some shit like that? I'm sure they do use a 3D printer with like certain little fine parts, I'm sure. But I don't think they can make everything out of that, right? I mean... Looks like we're getting there. We're gonna be able to really build up my base now. You came at the wrong time, Eagle, because I'm getting ready to go to sleep, man. I'm tired as shit, so I gotta lay down. And I mean, I don't want to sleep. I'm just gonna lay and play Switch for a little bit, and then probably go to bed. But, yeah, you came at the wrong time, my friend. You're watching your robots, and I need to lay down. I'm just getting my inventories in order. I was just talking to this guy in my stream, John Doe. John Dow, the Dow Jones. We were talking about the world, because he's older. Says he's 30, and we were just talking about the state of the world and how everything's fucked up. Why are you getting stalked? Isn't that a good thing, though? Unless she's, is she attractive at least? If she's attractive, don't run away from her. If she's like a monster, I'd say, alright, yeah. Unless she's just attractive, but she's so batshit crazy, you have no choice. That's also a thing. That's that sort of thing. Oh, yeah? I think we're done here, man. There's nothing for me to really do anymore. We got 1,000 carbon, 1,000 ionized, 1,000 ferrite dust, 1,000 pure ferrite, 1,000 magnetite ferrite, metal plating, salvage data, okay. That's for the Nexus. We got regular shit here. Yeah, so I'm going to be building my base. And I'm happy because all my discoveries have clicked. Look, Hamtopia is still here. Look, your stupid hamster thing is down here. Eagle. There you are. Ah, hamster. Chicken butt hamster. Found on the radiation blasted plains of planet Hamtopia, their natural high stamina serves them well as they wander, walking countless miles in their search for food and shelter, a plague upon stranded adventurers as they feast upon dihydrogen crystals. Their highly reactive saliva dissolves the crystals without the need to chew. So then why do they have all this teeth then? And they look like they're chewing, by the way. I'll tell you, the procedural, like, biographies here are fucking really off, man. Oh, I like this little system, man. We got Driftlimb's home right here. I discovered all the species on this planet. We got this is Dermodetinus, Rixcon 2, and Hamtopia, and Omaris 3. It's a nice little system here. Driftblim DPR Sky Knight. Names are caught on, that's awesome. And that's it. I think we're getting ready to call it a night. Let's do it. Alright. What do you mean, what about the other one? Sandring? That was just a default planet that I named. I didn't know if I was going to keep this system yet. That was just to see if the names would catch. Otherwise, that would be like Jay Spotify or something. But he doesn't even come in the stream much, so whatever. He loses out. Yeah, Sandring is just, unfortunately, going to be the one planet that doesn't have a name after somebody, but hey, can't be perfect, right? It is a good system because, look, I love the fact that it's black. It's got like a dark color to it. It's not like pink or something, or purple, or green, or whatever, like some stupid green. I don't like when it's like that, man. I like the dark, spacey feel. Not too big of a fan when the colors are all crazy. I mean, like, I don't mind visiting them here and there, but I don't want to live in them. But if you take a look at this system, it's got a little bit of blue and stuff. It's not very blue though. It's for the most part, it's pretty dark. Which is kind of what I like. What? Like an actual hamster versus a fucking robot? The robot's gonna kill the thing. Yeah, I love this system, man. It looks cool. Yeah, why not have us learn the components and colors of a ship by finding ships with those colors and parts and scrubbing them? Yeah, I mean, they should probably give you more in-depth, building of ships and stuff. That would be pretty cool, but I don't know if they'll ever do that. They should even let you color the ships, I feel. Like, I feel I should be able to put decals on a ship. I should be able to color it, but I mean, I don't know. If you could color a ship, though, wouldn't it kind of, like, defeat the purpose of hunting a certain particular ship, in a system? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to think why they wouldn't do it, but then again, they let you S-class the ship now, which is kind of like, alright. Well, yeah, it's hard to say. I don't know. Alright, guys. Hey, you should subscribe, John Down. So you get a notification when I stream again. Well, yeah, I mean, I'm not opposed to the idea. It would be kind of cool if they could pull it off. I mean, I wouldn't mind doing that. Look, they could add anything like that to this game. It'd be cool. I really want to be able to kill an NPC, though. I want to be able to shoot a, like a Gek, like not kill an NPC in a spaceship, but actually, like, if I see a Gek on a planet or something, I could just take my multi-tool and gun him down. Instead of killing robots all the time. Like, I want to kill Geks. And I wish they had missions to do that. And, like, I want to see, like, real wars and shit. That would be awesome. I really think they should get the faction system right in this game. Like, make it really feel like, And they got the animations, man. If somebody plays with a Gek skin, they change their character into, like, a Gek character. They die, they show the animations of the Gek dying. It's not like they don't have the animations. All they have to do is apply those animations to the NPCs that walk around. They have it already. Are you playing on computer? Or PlayStation? I don't get crashes on PS5. PS4 I did sometimes. Even PS4 Pro I did sometimes. But at the same time, I'm actually, I kind of keep away from people. So I don't know. Look at this little Gek riding this X-Wing over here. This is literally an X-Wing with a fin. The only thing I don't like about it is the fin on top. If the fin was off, this would be an X-Wing. Actually, it's pretty close to an X-Wing, man. What is this? What level? C-class? Well, you gotta go into a system where, like, honestly, dude, like, I don't play with people. Like I said, like, I never had that problem because I personally do not use the Nexus or to go to people's bases and stuff like that. I don't like playing with people. Like, I almost hate playing with people. Like, I just play by myself, man. I have a lot more fun like this. I get to name my own planets, I do my own shit. I don't like playing with the community in this game. They're all corrupt. Fucking duping, carpet duping everything and shit. Refiner duping everything. It's like, what do I have to make it? All cheating and shit. Alright, guys, I have to get going, man. I'm getting tired as hell. It was fun. Nice meeting you, John. Dow. Yeah, subscribe if you want. You get the notifications when I'm on. I'm just kind of bullshit. Anyway. Oh, hey, Tony, on my other channel, I'm going to upload 2 videos probably tomorrow or Tuesday, the latest. Two more reaction videos. I already did them. I just have to edit them and upload them. So. Oh, the base is still low, what you're saying. Okay. What are you on a PS4, though, right? Are you on a PS4 Pro by any chance, or just PS4? There's also another setting you may want to play with. Hold on, let me see. I had a nasty crashing problem one time with loading bases. Let me see if I can remember how I fixed it. Right here. You see this frame rate lock? Make sure you have it on enabled. Okay? And you shouldn't crash. But you gotta make sure you have it on enabled. Yeah, but you might have this on disabled. This is a big thing. Because when I had this on disabled, I was crashing loading a base as well. All the time. All the time. Until finally I put enabled, and for some reason I didn't crash no more. So just play with that. Okay? I don't know if it's gonna help you, but that's something to play with. you have it enabled? I don't know then. I'm just telling you. What was it? Next? I think it was next update. That thing was causing me to crash, and the minute I changed the setting, I didn't crash no more. So, but that was going back a while. So, if not, try turning it off then. I don't know. I haven't played with them. I mean, I don't know what to tell you. Just try different things because that thing that maybe I had it off or maybe I had it on by default. I don't remember, but I remember toggling that setting and whatever it did, it prevented me from crashing. But this is going back to like next, which was 2018 or something. So that could be just completely unrelated. But other than the fact that maybe it just crashes for people, on PS4s or something, or I don't know. All right, later, guys.